Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Haunt Talk. In today's episode, we're going to be reviewing Bloodview in, where technically is it?
It's Broadview Heights.
Broadview Heights, yes, gosh. Which, like, Cleveland area. Like,
yeah.
Around there. And also, make sure you stay tuned to the end of the video because we are going to be doing a giveaway, and there will be full details about that at the end of the video. But, this haunt has been around for quite a few years. It's its 39th year of operation.
Yep.
It is also a charity haunt.
Yes.
And it goes to the Lions Club, or?
The Lions Club, and then they distribute it to, like, whatever charity they deem fit.
So, I mean, it's a haunt for a cause type of thing. And the people that run it are very passionate. Years ago when we did the documentary, they were a part of the documentary. And we didn't do reviews on a lot of those haunts for a while because of the fact that we didn't want to be biased. But it's been long enough. It's even, like, different. Well, it's not really different. I guess they've been with for a while. But they've changed things up a lot since we did the documentary is what I guess I'm trying to say. So, yeah. That being said, is there anything else you want to add before we just start getting into the review?
No, I think that pretty much covers it.
Alrighty. So, so the first thing we're going to talk about, as usual, sets and props. The one cool thing about this place is basically everything that's there is made by hand.
Yeah.
So the stuff you see there is going to, it's going to be a little bit more unique, and it's going to feel a little more old schoolsy, which is not a bad thing in any way. Actually, you know, I kind of actually like that and prefer that at times.
Yeah, it's really neat to see, like, what you can do and, you know, what they can accomplish by doing everything by hand and repurposing things and stuff like that. It's really cool. Yeah,
it really is. They have, and there's quite a bit new since we had been there. They added a lot there. So there's like a little tiny inside section that you start off in, and then there's like an outside section, and then there's like a bigger haunted house section that ends it. I would say the biggest complaint I guess I would have is like the first section. There wasn't much in, and there's only like maybe one or two actors. I know we're not talking about actors yet, but still.
Yeah.
But the outside section is when things really pick up, which is okay because that first section literally is like a minute or two long.
Right.
It's very short. And I just think it just happened that there didn't happen to be many people in there at that time. But there's like a little baby doll, like island maze thing.
Yeah. If you ever heard of the Island of the Dolls, that's what it kind of reminded me of.
And I'm sure that's what they're kind of going for as well. And then there's like a big like cemetery like scene. There's like a little bit of like hillbilly shanty thing, that you kind of walk through. And then when you get into the haunt itself after the outside part, they don't really stick to any one particular theme. So there's kind of like, it's kind of cool. There's almost like a central room, which you go to a couple times. It's kind of like a nut house room type of thing.
Yeah, they've been known for their asylum area for years. Yeah. And that's like their like go-to area. And yeah, you do go through it a couple times. And usually those are some pretty good actors in there.
Yeah, they're acting all crazy and stuff. And like, you know, there's like, they're behind bars and all that kind of stuff. One thing, there's this section that I didn't expect where the floor's kind of uneven and the whole room like drops.
Yeah.
It actually scared the crap out of me because I was not expecting it.
Yeah, no, not at all. I knew something was going to happen, but I didn't expect that at all, no.
Right. And this house is a testament to why we used to have animatronics back in the day as a category.
Yeah. Type
of thing, but we don't do that anymore because like this is a house that doesn't really use many animatronics. They rely on their actors and their sets and like the props, but not really animatronics, which is fine. I much prefer a real person than a boogie boogie prop. But they do have some really cool scenes. There's also like a castle scene in there. Overall, we really liked the sets and props and stuff like that. Some of it was a little bit more rudimentary than you might be used to seeing in like higher end haunts. So that is something to keep in mind when you go there. Don't go in expecting like these haunts that are $1 million because, you know, they take all this profit and this isn't that haunt, but it's still very good in its own right. We gave sets and props an 8.
Yes. Okay. So our next category is actors. And like we said, this group they're very passionate about this. It's all volunteers. They are very passionate about their acting. They do a lot of, it's all like improv. Like they really don't have a script.
They have a character.
And some people have huge backgrounds on their character, and some are just like, yeah, whatever comes to mind. that's what's happening today.
And another cool thing they do is each weekend is like a different theme. When we went, it was like Hillbillies from Hell or something like that.
Hillbillies from Hell, yeah.
Yeah, which definitely reflected one of the most memorable ones we met was in an outside section where the girl had literally beer cans in her hair as hair curlers.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. And, like, they were, like, talking, and, like, half of it I couldn't understand because they had such huge, like, thick, like, southern accents putting on. And they carried on a conversation between each other that didn't even involve us at one point. And it was just kind of like setting a scene or something like that. It was kind of interesting and strange at the same time. Because
at first I kind of forgot that they, like, kind of did that. And when we walked into one of the scenes, I'm like, oh... we caught the actors talking amongst themselves, and then I realized, no, they were talking amongst themselves, but talking in character.
Yeah.
Like, not about anything else, like, literally just acting, and then, like, you'd leave a scene, you'd hear them start well, after you're gone, you could still hear them talking, like, about the scene you just went through, like, as the character that they are, which is, like, it definitely gives you that, immersive feeling, which is really cool.
Yeah.
But the actors is always, I think, what Bloodview's kind of been known for. That's the reason that you go there, in all honesty. But yeah, so for actors, we gave them a 9.5. So the only reason it wasn't a 10 is there could have been a few more of them, like especially early on in the haunt. Like for that first section, there really wasn't anyone in that little first section. And I mean, again, this may vary when you go. There might be a lot. There might be more actors. This was only their second weekend to open, I think, when we went. I don't think it was the first. I think it was their second.
Opened. I believe they opened on the Friday the 13th.
Right.
So I think this was their second weekend.
So still really early in the season. So, I mean, that's probably that case. Next category we're going to talk about is scare factor. It is the acting is very intense. They're very in your face. And they didn't really do much to us, but I know that they are allowed to, like, touch you and stuff here. But I don't think we really ever got touched by them. But I have been there before where they will kind of, like, I mean, not, like, hurt you, but they'll, like, maybe, like, touch your ear, or maybe, like, slightly pull your hair. It's like little stuff like that.
Put things on you. A few years ago, I had a bug put on me.
Oh, yeah,
that was
fake
in
bug.
somebody's
Fake bug.
mouth.
Well,
it was a fake bug, yeah. But it was in her mouth.
Yes,
and
it was.
She put it on my arm, and it was so gross.
Yeah. But then not much this time, but yeah. So, I mean, it may be a little more intense. Like, if you don't want people, like, up in you, you know. I mean, there was a guy with a chainsaw chasing these kids around. He was putting the chainsaw on their leg and stuff like that. But it's also a little more theatrical, too. Like, they are aiming to scare you. It's a haunted house, but theatrics, I think, is where they aim most at, though.
Yeah. Our only thing that we thought they needed was, they were really aggressive in the queue. Like, the scaring and like, chasing people. Like, literally, they chased a kid across the parking lot.
Right.
But in the house, it really wasn't that much.
Yeah, they weren't as aggressive as the houses I would like. Still really good. The actors and that were still really good, but I would have liked it to be a little scarier. Yeah. Because it's just a little more, like, jump scares or a little, I don't know, just a little more intense, I guess.
Right.
But still pretty decently scary. We gave it an 8, which, I mean, is still pretty high up there, because scare factor is always the one that we always say, like, even if a place gets a low score, it doesn't mean that the haunt's bad. It just means a little less scary, because I've been to haunts that aren't real scary, but have been real great.
Yeah, I mean, like, if they don't scare you, they're going to entertain you.
Right, and this place definitely does that. You're not going to be bored. But still, it was still pretty scary and will still be very intense for most. So next brings us to value.
Yes. This place actually has a lot of different prices. We're going to break it down kind of basic. Its general admission is $20. Mm-hmm. All night, which means you can go in as many times as you want, all night is $30. They also have an after 10 p.m. The price goes down considerably, and you can also do the rest of the night kind of thing where you just keep going through as much as you want. It took us about 20 minutes to walk through the whole thing. Yeah,
about 20 minutes. It could take you a little longer, could take you a little less, depending on how. Especially if there's more actors thinking the first house, because we blew through that part.
Yeah, we really breezed.
Because there was just nothing like, I tried not to walk fast, but when nothing's happening, you just kind of subconsciously just start kind of moving faster.
Right, yeah.
But it is $5 cheaper, I believe, for the after 10 p.m. pricing, and it's also always that price on Sundays because they're not open as long.
Yeah.
So with all the different price kind of ranges, from anywhere from like an 8.5 really to a 10, depending on like if you go after 10 or go on Sundays, like, I mean, if you're doing like $25 and you can go as many times as you want, because I mean,
yeah,
the experience is going to be a little bit different each time you go.
Right.
So,
yeah.
I mean,
So it might be worth your while to do that, just
right.
because your experience is going to be totally different each time.
Because we had talked to one of the people there, and like that's what he said is some people even use it for like younger, like teenagers even and stuff like that, where like it's basically a way for them to like babysit the kids. They just pay for an all-night ticket and like go have fun at the haunted house, and there were quite a few kids, and they were having a lot of fun. So I mean, not like young kids, but teenagers or something. You know, if you're into the kind of thing, that might be a great thing for you to do, and you can go out and have a drink or whatever you want to do. I don't know, but if you want for a couple rounds, but like, all right, you be in the haunted house, we're gonna go do other stuff. All right, so that's gonna bring us to overall scoring for the house.
We gave them an 8.5.
Mm-hmm. Yep, so really good. Not many complaints. The only complaints we had was the ones we said, and just the fact that it's all for charity and stuff like that makes the deal even sweeter. Definitely go check it out. It's been around for a really long time. If you're in the area, you probably have checked it out. If you're not in the area, then you should definitely make the trek and go there. If you haven't been there for a while, kind of like us, they have definitely made enough changes and stuff where you really need to see all the stuff they've added, because I think they've added quite a bit. I was impressed with the amount of stuff that was actually new.
Yeah, there was quite a bit that I did not recognize, and it was actually really cool stuff too, so I would definitely check it out.
Okay, so as we said at the beginning of the video, we do have a giveaway, and we're going to be giving away tickets for Bloodview, and they are VIP tickets. We have 4, so we're going to be giving 2 sets of 2 away. Now, how you're going to win these tickets is you're going to have to be subscribed to us on YouTube. You're going to have to like the video and leave a comment saying why you want to win them and who you're going to take. You know, doesn't really matter. Just let us know, that kind of thing. And we're going to be selecting the winner on October 1st, which is a Monday, I think. Or is it Tuesday? Is it a Tuesday?
It's a Tuesday.
Either way, yeah, it's a Tuesday. So 1 week, well, 1 week from the day we're filming it, probably about 6 days from the day we actually released the video. But either way, October 1st, to celebrate the official month of spoopy time.
Yay!
And we will be so make sure you keep an eye out. Look for the notification of us commenting back on your comment, and we will be letting you know how to redeem your tickets, which basically is we're going to have you message us on our Facebook Haunt Talk page. We're going to have you message us directly, and then also confirm on YouTube that it is you, so the tickets aren't being redeemed by some shyster. And then we'll send them off to you. But yeah, don't post any of your personal information in the YouTube comments. That's not smart. But yeah, so just like, comment, and subscribe, and you can get yourself some tickets. 2 people will be winning the VIP tickets. But that does it all for this video, and good luck.
Bye.